Spencer, a 3-0 home victory over Cheshunt this afternoon. You can't have asked for much more, apart from the penalty misses.
Yeah, I thought we were excellent. I thought we were, we're up against a side that's only lost 1 in 11, and that was to Dartford, who are challenging right at the top of the table. And I thought from the off we were pretty outstanding. And I think, you missed 2 penalties. I think it wouldn't have looked unfair if we'd been 3, 4, 5 up at half time. They've had 1 attempt on goal in the first half, and second half not quite as good, but we managed the game well. We scored, their keeper's made another couple of great saves, and I think they've got into our penalty box seriously once. So, against a strong side that's in good form, I thought we were generally very, very good. It was a very strong performance, and really good getting new players in and getting the whole squad some minutes, and because it's relentless at the moment. So obviously delighted. 3-0 in the National League is a great result, clean sheet, and very, very dominant performance against, as I said, a side that's in very good form.
Yep. Can you tell us a bit about the new players who came in this week, Ronan and Harry?
Yeah, Harry was somebody I went for about 3-4 months ago, and he was available on loan from Swindon. He went for the club. He was up on loan last year. Did very well he's played in the National South last year. He scored a famous hat trick against Dorking. So he's a goal scorer, and I really wanted him, and he didn't come last time because of distance. But this time he was really keen to come, and I thought he had a very promising start. It's going to take him a little bit of time, but he's a proper striker. He knows where the back of the net is. He scored a lot of goals at this level. And we're very pleased to have him. He had a really good attitude, wanted to come, trained well on Thursday night, and we're excited to have him because we know we've got to score more goals. It's as much as we're in 1 in 16. It's the only defeat, 1 in 16, and recently we've struggled to score goals. So we needed an extra striker in. Really pleased to get him. Ronan is again from a stable of an agent that I deal a lot with. Ronan's played a number of times for Eastleigh last year on loan in the National, so he's got some good experience, but he's another young man. But I have to say, this time of the year, there's so many clubs offering out players for literally nothing. We're signing another lad, subject to paperwork, from Luton on Monday, and we're just paying his expenses. This is a lad who's 21 years old, who's and we've got really quite a small squad. We've got about 17, and we've got to play something like 21 games now in 10 weeks, I believe it is. And you're hearing other squads. I was watching Craig's interview, today's opponent. He's got a 24-man squad, 6 players playing at step 4 today. We do need to strengthen because the injuries and tiredness is going to come. But we're delighted. I thought Ronan started well. The only reason I took him off was because he was on a yellow, and I didn't think the referee had a very good game. I thought he made some very minor but crazy decisions for both teams, and I didn't want to risk a red card. I thought he started really well. He played well on Tuesday night. So look, we're strengthening all over. Bradley's been injured. We'll reassess what we're going to do, and there's no doubt we'll need to make changes almost every game because it's relentless, and they're a very physical side at Cheshunt, so it's taken a lot out of us.
And we just wanted your thoughts on the penalties. We've missed 3 at this end this week. The only negative from today, really.
Well, someone's told me we've missed 9 out of 13 this season, which sounds close. It's a skill, it's an art form. At the end of the day, the player that wants to take it, you let them take it. We've had a number of people take them, and personally, I wasn't keen on Mason taking the second one, but the decision had already been made, and I wasn't going to scream and change it at that point. Look, their keeper was definitely their man of the match. He's made 2 penalty saves, 3 or 4 other really good saves. But we've got to take them. We've got to take them. Today we got away with it, but that game should have been completely dead by half time. But it's an art form. To be fair, both spot kicks were on target. You could argue they were telegraphed, but he took them and we got away with it. I was delighted his reaction that he then went and got a goal before half time. That's the way to react. But there's no doubt about it at the moment. It is quite depressing, but it also shows how strong we are because there was a definite further penalty in the build up to the 3rd goal, but thankfully the referee got a good decision and let advantage go on, and Cheeky scored. So it's something. What else can we do? People practice them, people keep missing them. It's a confidence thing, and clearly it's in our heads now. You can't miss that amount of penalties, but to be where we are in the league table, to be in the form we are, and to play the football we played, particularly in the first half, where I thought at times really sensational, is really good. And we've got to spread the word. We need more fans here. Grab your friends, grab family, grab people from work that introduce them to this. We're in a great run. We need everybody behind us, and it's exciting times because it is quite relentless. A game every 3-4 days.
And 11 goals from the 2 home games this week. Does that just go to show the confidence throughout the team?
Well, I'm not counting Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday was, well, more will probably come out about Tuesday, but you know, it was. I don't want to fault the youngsters from Portchester that were sent. You know, we put a squad out, but I've focused on today's performance, and you know, now we go to Taunton on a Tuesday night. And no arguments about it. They were sent here in I think it was the second week of the season on a Tuesday night. I think it's ridiculous for both teams. They've not played today. They've got a fantastic defensive record. They're unbeaten in 3. They just beat Havant at home. So, you know, I get on really well with Rob down there. They're a very strong physical side, and a lot of it is a mental that you've got to get yourself ready to go down there on a Tuesday night. And then Eastbourne on Saturday on a difficult 4G. Eastbourne pushing hard for the playoffs. You know, Taunton having a fantastic first season like we are. So it'll be another tight game, I'm sure. Today was a pleasure that it wasn't a tight game. It's probably the first one almost this season in the National League. It hasn't been a tight game, and it was nice to be able to enjoy it when we finally got the third game. But we know it'll be a very physical, difficult tie down there. But we're not afraid of anybody. We know we have to play well at this level. If you don't play well, you don't win. And I thought the second half, it got a little bit sloppy. I'm being really harsh. A little bit sloppy, a little bit casual. Started doing a few silly things, and that'll hurt you on another day. So there's still lessons to learn, but delighted. 3-0 at home in the National League is a great result, and on to the next one.
Brilliant. Well done today, Spencer, and good luck for next week.
Thank you, Dom.